Welcome. Improvement in crop yields. Improvement in crop yield. Crops are the plants grown on a larger land area to provide food for the growing population. To improve the yield of crops, one should have a proper understanding of the factors that affect the growth of crops. The crops are grown depending upon the season. Kharif crops, rainy season or monsoon crops, paddy, cotton, maize, etc. Rabi crops, winter crops, wheat, gram, peas, etc. In order to improve the crop yield, the following approaches are adopted: crop variety improvement, crop production management, nutrition management. Crop variety improvement. The plant breeding helps the farmers to select the desired properties of crops and cross them to produce new varieties. These varieties are then provided to the farmers. This has made it easier to feed the large population of the country. Also, it helps in the production of disease resistant crops. The crop variety is improved for the following reasons. By improving the crop variety through crossbreeding and hybridization, the crop yield can be increased. The crop becomes resistant to biotic and abiotic stresses. For short duration crops, the early maturing varieties can fit the crop into multiple cropping varieties. The new varieties can acclimatize to different environmental conditions. Food crops. Food crops are crops that contribute to the world's major food supply. They comprise grains, seed, nuts, vegetables, fruits, legumes, spices, herbs, etc. Grains are a major source of human food. They serve as a staple food for the majority of population. These include rice, wheat, maize, barley, etc. Legumes and dried beans have a longer shelf life and are economical. Thus, they can be used in seasons when food is scarce. Seeds and nuts are the powerhouses of energy and the concentrated form of food. Herbs have a strong flavor. These mainly comprise leaves, stems, flowers, roots, and seeds. Methods of crop variety improvement. Crop variety improvement is the primary step to improve crop food production. It helps in the development of crops with desired traits such as high yields, disease resistance, quality product, and response to fertilizers. We can raise different strains of food crops with desirable traits naturally as well as scientifically. Two of them are as follows: hybridization, gene incorporation. Hybridization. The crossing of genetically dissimilar plants is referred to as hybridization. Hybridization may take place between different varieties, between two different species of the same genus, or between different genera. Gene incorporation. Genes are responsible for the traits, thus, we can improve crop quality and quantity by incorporating the genes with the desirable traits. This method is more scientific and results in genetically modified food crops. Crop production is more like a business in many countries. Thus, the strains we develop must be economically profitable. The new varieties should be able to produce maximum quality and quantity under different conditions and regions. Hence, we need to be very selective about seeds for its acceptance. Crop production management. In India, the farming ranges from very small to very large farms. Different farmers have different sizes of lands, money, and access to information and technology. The crop yield depends upon the inputs. Crop production includes no cost, low cost, and high cost production practices. Nutrient management. Plants require inorganic elements known as nutrients for their growth and development. There are certain macro and micronutrients provided by the plants depending upon the quantity in which they are required. Macronutrients. These nutrients are required by the plants in relatively larger quantities. Example: carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, etc. Micronutrients. These nutrients are required by the plants in smaller quantities. Example: iron, manganese, bronze, zinc, copper, etc. The farmers should be aware of proper nutrients to be provided to the plants. Both too little and too much of the nutrients are harmful to the crops. Thank you.